got the knowledge, we're always there. We're talking cars.
What's up, everybody? I'm your host Isaiah, owner with Grit. Yeah. Well, welcome back to Grit and Greasy, the podcast where we dive into the raw, real world of automotive, cars, tools, and shop life. I'm Isaiah, your guide through the grit and grease and grind. Today's episode is for all your new lube and tire techs out there, or anyone thinking about stepping into the shop for the first time. We're talking about tools, certifications, and what's expected your first days. Let's get into it. So let's talk about that first day in the garage. If you're anything like me, you might be feeling a mix of excitement and sheer panic. It's a new environment, and there's a lot to learn. You're probably worried about messing up. But here's the good news: you're not alone. Day one is all about learning, which I'm going to be doing myself because I'm going to be stepping into the garage life, working as an automotive technician. So I'm excited about that, and I'm not afraid, to ask for help when I don't know something. You're not expected to be perfect, but you're expected to show up ready to work, be early. And one thing I'm going to teach you, I want you to know, guys, listen more than you talk, and take everything in and around you. Shops could be chaotic, but if you stay humble, focused, you'll find your groove. And one thing I'm going to tell you is one thing that my uncle taught me. Find the go-to person in the shop, the tech who's willing to help you out. They can show you where things are and save you a lot of time searching for tools and supplies. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Just make sure they're smart ones. Make sure you want to ask the right question. Like, let's say I'm having issues with a vehicle that needs a so-and-so, part, like a little tune-up or something like that, and you don't know, say, the spark plug, torque spec. Then you might want you to torque the spark plugs to on some vehicle, which is 5 foot-pounds usually. First, grab a reliable tire pressure gauge and tread depth gauge, which I happen to have. A tread depth gauge right here for myself, and this is something that you will need to check tread wear on a tire. And this is it right here, and all you do is say my hand. Let me see something. Say my hand is the tread of the tire. You want to push. So you want to push it like that, and it's going to tell you how many 30 seconds of tread you have on a tire, and you mark that down on your notes when you're doing a courtesy vehicle inspection. And you want a good, reliable tire pressure gauge. So analog is really good, and digital is really good too, and really accurate. But you want to find a really good one. Harbor Freight does have some good digital tire pressure gauges, and especially lighting as well. You need a good flashlight, especially when you're working on doing oil changes and stuff like that. And I like the old analog style digital tire pressure gauges because they're a lot more accurate and a little bit more on point. Next, you want a half-inch torque wrench, or half-inch torque wrench and a half-inch impact gun. Don't go broke on the tool truck for that particular tool. Plus, you can go literally to Harbor Freight or Home Depot and get a half-inch, Husky air pneumatic impact. Now they do have half-inch pneumatic impacts on Amazon as half-inch air pneumatic impacts. Ingersoll Rand and Steel & Tools, which is another automotive manufacturer. And I'm going to leave a link, an Amazon affiliate link, down in the comments so y'all can see some of the air pneumatic impacts that are out there. Now, one thing I'm going to teach y'all with my channel is find what half-inch impact suits you, if it's comfortable and it's comfortable for you. I like me personally, folks. I like a metal body half-inch impact. I like the ones that have the grip on them. That's just my opinion. That's what I like. Now Ingersoll Rand is a really, really good impact wrench, but they're very expensive. and they're a really powerful impact gun. And so is the Astro Pneumatics, is another good one. The Thor 1896 94 Onyx half-inch Thor impact gun, which Eric O. South Main Auto uses, and that's all you're gonna need is a little half-inch just to bust, lug nuts loose for tire rotations and stuff like that. So you don't need nothing, fancy. You don't need none of that, snap-on stuff, snap-on, Matco Mac, or just find something you like. Like if you like, the tool truck tools, that's fine. But and Husky too, folks. Husky makes some good air pneumatic impacts, and I'm gonna tell you right now what the Husky's gonna run you. The Thor Generation 2 impact is gonna run you 182 before tax, so say 183, and say after tax and everything 190. Let's just round it off to 190 and say that. And I'm gonna tell you how much the Husky's gonna run you. Okay, we're gonna allow impact. Let's go. Now, on the half-inch Husky compact impact wrench, or the half-inch is gonna run you about $130. So it's a little more expensive, a little less expensive than the Thor air pneumatic impact. Plus, not only that, you're getting a 3-year limited warranty, a 3-year warranty on the impact gun, and all you need is 800 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. Now the next thing you're going to need is a set of sockets. Pittsburgh Automotive half-inch impact sockets are really good, and Pittsburgh makes some really good stuff. So now next, especially if you, let's say, torque wrenches as well, because let's say you have a vehicle that these guys over torque the lug nuts, and I'd rather have lug nuts that are properly torqued than not torqued properly at all. And we want a good quality torque wrench. And Icon makes a really good split beam torque wrench. So does Snap-on, and that's what you can, if you want to upgrade to a Snap-on someday, that's fine. And Snap-on makes some good stuff. And so does Icon. I've seen a lot of new automotive technicians. So I like, and I like Icon. Next on your list, to all you new lube techs, is going to be oil filter wrenches or pliers. Another must try. Trust me, fighting with an oil filter by hand gets old fast. So there's multiple different styles of oil filter wrenches. There's the band wrench, the 3-jaw claw, or the oil filter socket, which basically is a cup style filter wrench that goes onto the oil filter and goes and just snaps onto your ratchet with an extension. And that's another really good tool, especially if let's say you don't have any room for your oil filter wrench or your pliers or a 3-jaw claw. That little oil filter cup socket will be able to bite onto that filter and give you a good enough grip and give enough meat to grab onto and break that filter loose. Now, one thing I will tell you, folks, that I've seen too many times, watching the guys working on these vehicles, is make sure when you break that oil filter loose, look and see if the little rubber gasket is on the oil filter and it's not stuck to the bottom of the engine where the oil filter screws on, because that'll be a nuisance right there. Yeah, he's got my phone. So just remember, you're welcome. And of course, you need a good socket set, both metric and SAE, because you'll use both. Regularly start with something mid-range and affordable, but not so cheap, and it breaks the first time and crank on a rusty time you crank on a rusty bolt for your sockets. Now, you can go to Advanced Auto Parts or O'Reilly's and get some oil filter tools. Now they do have oil filter pliers, which are another really good tool you can use to keep in your toolbox. Yeah. No. Now that now that told you about the tools, let's talk. Now that you got your tools, let's talk about actual work. If you're a lube tire tech, here's what you're gonna do. You're going to do a lot of changing oil, resetting those maintenance lights. Don't forget to check the drain plug to work. And mounting, and another thing you'll be doing, mounting and balancing tires and rotating tires. Learn to love the tire machine because you're going to be using it often. And on basic inspection, brake fluid, suspension, and components you're going to be inspecting. Biggest mistake new techs make is rushing. I get it. You want to be quick and impress the team, but speed comes with experience. Take your time, do things right. You'll get it faster naturally. So, leveling up your career and ASE certification and career growth. Let's wrap things up with a look at the future. Once you're comfortable in your role, it's time to think about leveling up. This is where ASE certifications comes in. ASE stands for Automotive Service Excellence, which is a gold standard, improving, and basically showing that you're passionate about this industry. And it doesn't mean you can fix anything, any car, any make. And I recommend starting with the G1 certification, which covers general automotive service, and T2 for tires and wheels. Studying ASE exams might sound intimidating, but they're great. There are great study guides out there, great practice tests, plus lots of shops will cover the cost of the exam because it benefits them too. Not only that, folks, I'm gonna tell you this now. Don't act like you're a fucking know-it-all. Excuse my French, but don't act like you're a fucking know-it-all, because you're not. We're not perfect. We're all just starting somewhere. And be kind and be respectful to your journeyman, to your master tech or your master tech or your journeyman tech, because they're trying to teach you the ways of the shop. So let's wrap. I want to wrap this up. All right, that's it for today's episode. If you're just starting out as a lube or tire tech, remember your first day is just the beginning. Stay curious, keep your tools organized, and never stop learning. And also mark your tools as well with your initials on them. And thanks for tuning in to Grit and Greasy. If you got any questions or stories or just want to shout out your favorite wrench, hit me up on social media. Until next time, keep it greasy, everybody. Thanks for listening. Peace out.